So good day all and welcome to the South African lawn. Okay. Yeah. So how's it, Owens? Welcome to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about a little bit of a sensitive subject to me, and that is invasive grasses. And I'm going to talk about another sensitive subject, which is called a herbicide called glyphosate, or better known as Roundup. Okay, so I'm going to show you a trick that I do in this video, how I control invasive grasses with glyphosate. And I know that is a very big word and a very big frowned upon word, glyphosate. But yeah, let's talk about it for a second, okay? Okay, so glyphosate, Roundup, better known as Roundup, you know, as you would see it on the shelf, which is the world's most popular herbicide, most used herbicide in the world. Okay, and there's so many studies going out and saying millions of reasons why you shouldn't use glyphosate. And I agree 100% with every single one of those studies. However, it is such an awesome tool to have to control unwanted plants, weeds, grasses, in my case invasive grasses, and it is so effective. So yeah, however, there is a ton of negatives when we talk about glyphosate, and it harms the environment, and it also harms the flippin' bees. I myself has plenty of bees coming from right underneath that rock right there. So not ideal to use this. It is definitely harmful to bees. However, I chose a time of day and a day that's fairly dry, so which allows me not to have dew right after I apply this product, and so this will dry on the leaf before the pollinators come out again tomorrow morning. And the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to really target only the areas that I want to treat. So as you would have seen in the previous video 9-10 months ago, invasive grasses, I've got tons of Bermuda and also a little bit of kikuyu coming through in this lawn, which is really a pain. And it's now this time of the year when it's really hot, when the Bermuda starts to thrive, and my Kentucky blue, or my cool season grass type, I don't want to say suffers, but it isn't like striding, you know. It's not like Usain Bolt on a 200 meter at this stage, you know. It prefers more fall, spring, or autumn and spring type temperatures. So that really allows the kwiek and also the kikuyu to really thrive and show its head in my lawn, as you will see right here. So it is actually fairly difficult to identify this kwiek, but it looks a little bit different, as you can see. And I said in a previous video that it is fairly difficult for me to identify this grass type, and the reason being is it looks very similar to this Kentucky bluegrass of mine. So the leaf blade, not the texture so much, but the size of the leaf blade, and also it's fairly similar in color really. So it's quite difficult to identify this grass type. However, kikuyu is quite easy to spot the Bermuda in. However, kikuyu still has a fairly small blade, but not nearly as small as this kwiek. And also the color differences. Like a kikuyu is way more lime green, whereas this Bermuda is more bluish grayish. So you can easily tell them apart from each other. Okie dokie, so here is the product for today, Roundup, as I've said. Okay, so what is Roundup, first of all, and why do I like it so much? Not for the fact that it harms the environment. Honestly, I try and use this product as little as possible. It's really only in scenarios like this where I pull this hat out of the bag, this rabbit out of the hat. Don't know what those English sayings are. So yeah, what is this? This is a non-selective herbicide. In other words, whatever it touches, it kills it. Okay, and then first of all, it won't probably kill your dog, but they're far more sensitive to these type of chemicals. So wait at least about 4 or 5 hours on a warm day for this chemical to dry up on the leaves before you let your furry friends back onto the lawn. Okay, so now you're probably asking, Merrick, so how the hell do you apply this Roundup? You just said it's non-selective, it's also gonna kill your grass, and you're quite right, it will kill my grass. That's why I applied with this small paintbrush. I've got a tiny bit in there. Doesn't matter how much you put in there, I'm gonna put the rest back later. And then I apply it only to the leaf blades of the grass that I do not want, or I no longer want. So I literally take a little bit and I'll brush the leaves only of the grass that I no longer want. In this case, the Bermuda or the quirk. And then I go around the yard, I spot wherever I see it, I apply this product, and a week or two later you'll clearly see the spots that's died off and where you've missed, and then I reapply. You can do this for however long you want. So really here I've got about, I would say, 2 spots this much that I've treated. So in all fairness, I haven't got a lot of invasive grasses, so at the end of the day I'm really only going to treat maybe a square foot, 2 square feet. So this is going to allow me to really target and use very little product. So even if there was bees around and pollinators around, and forbid that, but got dogs running around on the yard, the spots that you've treated is so small, so that chances of something touching it and really harming itself is so much smaller. Okay, let me show you a little bit closer, guys. So I've treated that little area there. Geez, I still need a lot of herbicide, but not as hectic stuff as this glyphosate right here. I'm going to target this little area here. So as you can see right there, there's a small area of this Bermuda. So if I leave this area, it'll probably expand quite drastically. This grass type really expands quite quickly, this quirk. All right, so I'm going to treat it now. I'm really trying not to touch any, or if I do, as little as possible, Kentucky bluegrass. Lekker! Lekker! My puppy is gone, where that sucker is gone. So yeah, I hope that's a win. Guys, while I'm at it, I just want to show you this immaculate results of that halosulfuron, the nut grass controlling right here. Just look here, it looks like it's flipping fungus or something here, but it's not. If you look closer, you'll find all this dead areas is dead nutsedge. Really so cool. You can still see the bases of it, but most of it has disappeared now. But all those speckles or whatever those spots are, those are dead nutgrass. That's awesome. That was a good one, I promise you. And then I know, all of you are going to say, Mary, you never give us updates. It's always in the next video. Well, lucky for you, I've done this about a week, maybe 10 days ago. I'm not 100% sure. So I've actually got a spot or two to show you. Just have a look right here. This is a Bermuda spot right here. Boom, gone. Einde van hom. Done. That thing is dead. Okay, this is tough stuff. I'll maybe have to reapply a little bit there. Small patch of kikuyu. Boom, gone. Einde van hom. Okay, so it shows you it really works, you know. And those guys saying that I do not do updates, boom, in your face. There's one from last week. I didn't show the application, but there's a result for you. There's some real results for you. Like this. Okay. Yeah, so those are wee spots there. Hey, waar gaan jy? Waar gaan jy dan? Gaan in. En jy mag nie op die gras nie. Gaan in. Waar gaan jy? Ja, ons gaan daar toe. Stout tot in. Naughty dog. However, I'm going to be honest, I applied there, but about 2 feet to this side, maybe less than a meter, more Bermuda. So my application wasn't as good, but the results of the areas that I did treat, those were good. Those were very, very good. Really, I'm an artist. I just painted glyphosate. Okay. Also, another good trick is to actually pull the unwanted ones up, so you can touch only the leaf blades of the ones you want gone. And if you work really carefully, you can really do this without getting anything on your hands. Okay, so while I'm bragging about this lack of results of my nut grass, I've clearly missed one here. Very healthy nut grass here. I'm going to sommer treat this oakie with glyphosate. Bye-bye. Guys, and that's it. That really is it. Yo, okay, Owen, so that's it, okay? I'm going to try and not walk on the areas that I've now treated. I'm probably going to go on for another 10-15 minutes. Let me just stand still, otherwise I'm going to walk all over the stuff. Yeah, I'm going to go on for another 10-15 minutes or so, and then I'll come back next week or so and see the areas that I haven't treated or didn't get controlled so lacquer, and I'll come and reapply a little bit of this on those areas. Guys, the only thing that I really want to say about this is be very, very careful. If you get this on something that you don't want to kill, it will kill it. This is non-selective. It will kill whatever it touches, and also be very, very careful about using it. I saw the other day on Facebook, somebody commented they need help with how to control weeds in the pavement. Somebody commented glyphosate or Roundup. My word, did the people flip over. Don't use Roundup, it's the worst thing to use. I can't even remember whatever they said, but a big thing. So yeah, be careful when you're using this product, and I agree 100% with all the environmentalists and whatnot, but it is a very, very easy and effective way. Effective, I tell you, is the word. It's what springs to mind when using this product on unwanted grasses or weeds or whatever. Use it very, very carefully. I hope you've learned something. That's how I use it. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers. If you've by any chance not subscribed, please consider doing that. If you don't think that this video has earned your subscription, no worries, no problemos. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Bye-bye.
We're invincible.